appearance with the court through the ECAS system. And it should be the most simple thing in the world, right? Just upload your E28, fill out the form online and hit submit and it's accepted. But that's just not the case. I'm not sure who designed this program or why they designed it this way, but they've made it almost as impossible as humanly possible. So this becomes an issue a lot of times. If you're a solo practitioner and you're going to carry the case from start to finish, it's not a problem. You can upload the E28. If there's nobody else on file with the court, no prior counsel, then it should be accepted. It does take immigration, the courts a lot of times 2 or 3 days to accept it, which can be a problem if there's deadlines. You can get around that by calling the clerk and asking them to go in and manually accept it so that you can then submit a motion to substitute if needed, or you can submit your filing if there's a filing deadline that the client made you aware of. Where this mainly becomes an issue is if you're going to enter your appearance on behalf of somebody else for a specific hearing, or if you're going to enter as non-primary. So for instance, in my firm, we have 8 attorneys and we all cover for each other, and we're a big team. A lot of times people have maternity leave, have health issues, have deaths in the family, and they have to leave suddenly. We have a calendar that we keep and we can see what deadlines are coming up, so we know what needs to be filed and when. Now, if that person is the primary attorney on the case, I should be able to get right on and just submit an E28 as non-primary attorney, and immigration should just accept it and accept whatever filing needs to be timely filed, but they don't. So if anybody's tried to enter your appearance or submit an E28 as non-primary counsel, 99% of the time, once you hit submit, it gives you an error script message saying that you cannot submit as non-primary because there's no primary attorney. And you're like, that's weird because I know my partner or my associate is on there as primary. So then what I've done is I try and go back and submit an E28 as primary. So I submit it, it's accepted by the court, or received by the court, because it's 2 very different things, right? Only 2 days later to have the filing rejected because there's already a primary attorney on record. So what do you do in those circumstances? There's no easy fix. Hopefully you have a good relationship with your court administrator, with the clerks. They can go in there. I've had success going in and explaining the situation to the clerk and having them go in and accept as non-primary attorney the E28. But I've also had instances where they say they don't know how to fix it or they can't fix it. So it just depends on how helpful the clerk or the court administrator wants to be in that circumstance. I've had other cases where I've had to just file a motion to substitute counsel, substitute in as for one of my partners as primary counsel. And that was the only way to get them to accept filings. And this is all, we're dealing with time sensitive cases. There's a lot of deadlines, so this can be a stressful issue. The main advice I could give you would be to call the court administrator, call the court clerk, call the judge's clerk first and see if they can go in and manually accept the E28 so that you can then upload any submissions that are being prepared and need to be filed. Otherwise, the court administrator after the clerk would be a good person to talk to. And then if you consistently have this issue with a specific court, bring it to AILA national attention, and then we can hopefully address that kind of behind the scenes.